All right, I'm just going to start. Sorry, I'm going to do a lot of ums because, again, this is my first time, so bear with me. I have a very, very old deck. It's called Diaz, and let's just see the gentleman who did this deck. If I can find, actually, you know what? We're not going to bother with it. I'll tell you another time. As you can see, I'm shuffling these cards. I'm going to be doing a specific spread, not something that you're used to. Oh, we've got a card that's popped out already. Just wanted to show you that this is in 3 languages. We've got German, French, and English. Card number 11. And when you're looking at it, you can see a stone looking into another stone, but the stone is in front of its eyes. The stone is slightly cracked, and there's a stone behind it. So if you want to look at the word prudence, it could also be hindsight. The 11 in numerology means beautiful ideas, grand ideas, sparkling ideas. It can also be reduced to a 2. The 2 is dependence and or addictions. So one needs prudence within a situation. So for the energies currently, prudence is needed. It's an old word, but it works. So I'm going to just put this back in the deck and keep shuffling. It's going to take a little while. I'm sitting on a floor here in my meditation room, and the air conditioner's just come on, so bear with me. Splitting the deck here. Cutting the deck with my left hand 2 times to the left. And I'm going to go to the right and do the first hand. So energies for today. So the center is how you are within the situation. So let's have a look. See here. And then we have external, the past. We have the inner, and then we have the future. So you can see that well enough. I'm going to increase this 4-fold, so just bear with me. I'm expanding the hand on the question of the energies of today. Doing the same procedure. This is the second fold of the energy. Just going to bring them down a bit so you guys can see it. I will explain everything as we go along. So, energies of today, expansion of hand. This is the 3rd expansion. Peripherals, freedom from within is required at this time, meaning don't get tied to your emotions. Externally, it's a balance between victimization and or subjugation. So task, hard work, keep it up, externalized world. Inwardly, freedom is needed from your thoughts, from things that hamper you. Could be fears, it could be addictions. So it's a balance between inner and outer on the periphery. I'll explain this just a little more soon enough. So let's see where the middle deck wants to go. Wants to go to the left. And here we go, 3rd hand. Hope you guys can see it. And we're going to do one more spread. Not enough room here within the camera view. Don't worry, I'll let you see it clearly when I get there. So this is the last and 4th expansion onto the question of, whoops, we've got 2 cards that have popped out. Let's have a look at them. Relationships, breakthrough. It could be that you have a relationship with yourself, you have a breakthrough in understanding, or it could be someone whom you are connected to. There's been a breakthrough in communication, understanding, you're healing, you're moving forward with a new way of working a relationship. So it's pretty positive. These particular two cards, as you can see, two stones with a stone in between, but they're smiling, they're happy, and they are connected. And then you have breakthrough. Remember, this is the first time using this camera here. The stone is cracked and the other stone can see through it. So clarity within a relationship situation. Please expand upon this cushioning hand at this present moment of time. This is the fourth installment. Oops. Yes, I'm nervous. Again, first time doing this on a video production. I'm just seeing where the middle deck goes after my split. Wants to go to the left. All right. All right, let's read these cards. So I'm going to start with where the situation is for the day. And what I've got here is karma, 13, return. 13 in numerology is a number in which we have to take a look at our past, karmically speaking. So it reduces to a 4, so it can be limitation and or restriction. You can see that the stone is hitting the back of the neck of the other stone. So again, the lead 2x4 wake-up call, like please take inventory, yeah, that kind of thing. That's the order of the day. And then we've got thinking. So what are you thinking about? What thoughts do you have? Is it relationships? Is it school? Is it work? Many, many thoughts are surrounding the stone, as you can see, and the stone looks heavy in concentration. So they're thinking. Over top of that, we have home, house, home, family, ideas, businesses. Looks like a career potential here. Maybe starting your own business. On top of that, we have direction true. So you can see the stone has number of stones on top of it. It's a 24/6 house, home, family, and or just healing as well. 6 for healing. The one below it is a 5. So adventure, travel, new beginnings. So how the energies read for the moment of now with you within that particular day is you're taking a look back at the past, thinking new thoughts about where to go, new directions, house, home, family, business, travel, movement, moving a house. And then on top of that is a new direction altogether, as well as healing within that direction. So that's where the energies are now. And I'm just gonna spread my legs out here because I'm sitting on a floor. On the outside, in other words, the externalized world, what's happening here is we have impression. So you can see, sorry, the video here, you can see that there's an impression on the face. So what kind of impression are you willing to make in the externalized world, meaning the world in which you live? On top of that, for confirmation, is abundance. You are wanting to be successful in some way, shape, and form. So the numbers actually before is 1, new beginning, 37 reduced down to a 1, that's a 10 to a 1. Then we have abundance, 29, which reduces to an 11 / a 2. Again, sparkling ideas, abundant energy, manifestation. That's another way of putting it. And then we have a card over top. My hand is in the way here. We have income, contribution. How do you want to be seen in the world with the purpose within which your foundation, what you create, 31 reduced to a 4, is foundation. Who are you? Where are you going? And what do you want to create? On top of that is freedom. So all of you out there, you're looking to have a business of your own and you want the freedom to do what it is you want to do. In other words, everything. So the best possible outcome. So that's the externalized world and how it's projecting to you, helping you to go and to create what you're dreaming about. It's actually going to be helpful to you. The externalized world will support you. In your past, and these are the cards for the past, we've got 39, which reduces to a 12, which reduces to a 3. So moving mountains mastership is You've done a hell of a lot of work with your emotional self, mental, spiritual, intellectual. You've done the work. And if you haven't, I suggest you get on top of it. But generally speaking, there is a lot of devotion to God's source, the greater power, the great beloved. You are connected within, you are listening to your intuition, you're doing really, really well. Someone out there in the world has some left side tooth pain. I suggest you go see a dentist. Not good. Looks like it could possibly get worse. I suggest you go see a dentist. I don't know who that is, but someone out there. Solution. So that means an end to something. It also means the beginning of something new. And again, where we're headed here is money, money, money. The creation of a new organized something or other, meaning what do you want to do? You are thinking about how to do it. A list, or you're just gathering all your resources together. So this is just the recent past. So masterpiece, light, okay, solution. We've got 39, 12, 3, 4, another 4, and an 8. So a lot of creative foundation numbers going on here. And again, movement forward in a new direction, having gone through all of the karmic, you know what. So let's call it call it crap if you want it. So it's done, it's out of the way, you're moving well on your way. Inwardly, emotionally, what do we have going on today? So let's just say, emotionally, you don't know where you're at. You can't predict the future. Maybe you're not supposed to know. It's a 12/3. So you're learning to love yourself. You're learning to express yourself. You're learning to come into your own. So it says hazard, but hazard isn't actually a hazard. What it is, in essence, is that you're not supposed to know where you're going. So that's a good thing. So stay in the neutral zone emotionally. What we have here is confrontation. Emotionally, there's something you need to take a look at before things can move forward. 6 is also house, home, family, health, in that vein. This is also to deal with yourself. Number 2, the relationship you have with yourself. You can see the heat inside of the person is a form of revelation, but it is also concentrating your energies within. And then we have new beginnings. So let's just say you would like, what is old in the past. I need to get going on something new. I've got some great ideas. I want to get going. It's like the Fool card in the tarot deck. So we've got 3, 6, 2, and 1 in numerology. So going from highest to lowest, you're working through some stuff. You're gaining confidence. You're confronting the past. You are concentrating on self, and you're moving forward into the new. Now, the future. Remember, we don't exactly know where you're going, but we're going to do our best to understand that concept. Tension, something breaking apart. It could be a relationship, could be business, could be you and someone else, or you and your ideas, you in the past. You can take it as far as you can. 35 adds up to an 8. So we're dealing with power issues, the ego. Some kind of tension between two parties, okay? Looks like a little bit of distance between you and your loved one, you and your workmate, maybe a family member. Also, we have some realization, some clarity. So from the 19, which is a new beginning, to a 5, which is movement and change, looks like we've got some communication. This has been seen throughout quite a few readings, not my own, but others and people that I know. So if you have some tension within a relationship, you're at a distance, there's going to be clarity and two people coming together to sort things out. I can't give you more than that because that's where things are at right now. It's just giving you the energies of where things are going, generally speaking. I'm going to gather up these cards and we're going to get a little bit more clarification. I hope that worked for you. If there's any issues whatsoever, you didn't get what you needed, put it in the comments below. All right. Yeah, let's do the Ask the Angels cards. It's a really, really nice deck, by the way. I particularly like it. I got them just recently. So what we're going to do is What is the energy in the now moment from the angels, please, if you could? Thank you so much. My guides are already there. I've opened up the circles, so the cards have been cleansed. I don't really need to ask. They're just going to do their job. They always do, by the way. They're awesome. All right. Now, there are many ways of doing this particular deck. You can spread them out, which I'm going to do here, or you can actually just flip and then pick a card out. Sorry, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to spread them out. So, all right. I'm asking the energies to allow me to pick for everyone who's watching today. All right. And I'm going to pick one more. Okay. I'm going to gather these up and put them away. And I'm going to pick two more before we go into the fullness of it. This is basically, if I remember, I can't remember if it's the timing of things. Yes, it's the timing of things. So I'm just shuffling the cards here. Oh, wrong side, not good. Don't show your cards to your clients. It's a rule of thumb within tarot from at least plus 35 years that I've been reading. I'm asking for the timing of things. One card, please. I'm going to spread them out. I'm picking for everyone. Let's have a look. See here. Something wants me to take. Okay, the second last card. Done. And there we go. And I have one last one that's a yes or no. I'm not a great fan of the yes or no, but let's just go for it and see what we end up getting. The reason is I think that you need to make your own decisions in life through your intuition. But let's entertain ourselves and ask the cards to see what's on the table. I think you can see that. I'm going to spread them out here. Okay. I really want to take this one, but I'm asking for everyone, not just myself. Yep. So be it, so mote it be. All right. We have here on the plate. You can see that pretty clearly, everyone? Okay. So we've got romance. So somebody has a romance going. It looks like it's going to be a success, or success is connected to the romance in some way, shape, and form. It says you're ready, but the yes and no, it says unlikely. Now, when I get this card, there is a possibility that it could change. I'm not going to give you any false hope. It's best to go through the experience. I know that this is really hard for some people. I've been through it a number of times, actually, and I'll have to say this. Sometimes the experience is worth more than the outcome. So just let things go and let it be. Be at peace. Go do your own thing if you're not with the individual at the moment, or if you are, and let's say there isn't any communication or there's little communication, let that person go through their paces. This is probably the best thing I can give you as advice from source, from the energies that are being presented. But you're ready no matter what for success in romance, whether it's a new romance or an old romance. Just let it flow. Your intuition will help you. In my particular instance, I'll be front and forthright. I'm kind of opening up the door to something new in my life. I've learned a lot from previous relationships that I have had in the past. And I will say this, the experience is worth it. So not being able to give you a definitive yes or no answer, things are positive. They're always positive. We just have to look at it that way. I will give you one more viewpoint. This is a really old deck. It's about, I'd say about 90s. So yeah, about 30 years, 35, maybe even 38. Wow. Okay, it's an old deck, but it does good. If one pops up, there's many that have popped out. I'm not going to take any of these, actually. I'm going to put them back into the deck. So I'm asking for the energies of the day. Give me a card that expresses the homework that we need to do, or a suggestion as to how we may be able to deal with, not, whoops, we got one right off the bat. Look at that. It's courage. And you can see it's a lot like the strength card in the tarot. You have a lion in the background, 2 of them, 1 male, 1 female, and you have a warrior-S, a warrior-S. We're not doing any genders here, so let's just say warrior, warrioress, and they are determined to get through this difficult time or this challenging time using all of their tools that they've learned for healing and movement and growth. She has her sword up, ready to strike. She's not going to put up with nothing. So be in your courage, be strong to get through this challenging time, but at the same time, seeing it through so that you can gain the strength, the momentum in order to create and become the very best you in the moment. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me today. This was not easy. Sorry, my legs are here. I'm sitting on a floor. I just want to say thank you for joining me. You're more than welcome to join the channel, The Way Within Divine Messages. Please leave a like and or subscribe and a comment below as to how you like the video and the reading. I'm a pretty blunt person. I tell it like it is, but I do it with great love from my heart and from the connection I have with Source, my angelic realm, my ascended masters, and my guides. So with that, I will say, blessed be, namaste, and Sat Nam. And if you could do yourself a favor and have a wonderful day, because I'm going to do the same. So just check the description below for information on readings and how you can get in touch with me for that and book it. And also for meditation classes on Patreon, The Way Within meditation class course. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Take care.